still, my heart's still in Stonewall, Segundo, Trinidad.
Everywhere.
I'm not a, I want you all to know I'm not a speaker as such, but I hope you understand what I've said. And I have my 4 sons. They've all done so well, and they're married nice, into nice families, and my grandchildren. That makes up for so many other things that I didn't realize would happen, but everything is just wonderful. And I live in Lakewood, Colorado, but I'm going to Trinidad now. I haven't been there for a long time. Hope to see some of the old timers there. Thank you all for listening to my speech. How else can I say it?
Yeah, it's great.
That's the way I do it. Ni modo.
Ni modo.
And did I say about my twins?
Yeah, you did.
My twincitos. But people look at me, you know what? Not now for a while, but when they did, and so often they did. Dee, you had twins? Tú, this chiquita. And they look at me as if to say if I was putting on. I haven't seen anybody who said that. But for the longest time, Dee, yo sé lo que me va a decir. Mis cuatitos. Y luego, otra cosa was fantastic. Que dijeron, les diste de mamar a los gemelos in some countries, Latin America. A los gemelos, sí. ¿Por qué? Did you lose weight? No, así no importaba. El doctor dijo que podía y I hope we're not filming there. Y les di so I could have a good start. And the doctor said it was good, you better do it. So I did, and they were wonderful. And so that's the story. And where's my other twin now?
He's coming in a month.
You know, Jali, no me llaman casi. Me llamaban antes. Ay, Dios mío. I didn't expect such a nice out. Si yo sola no me vengo to sit here. Flavio me dijo que not to do it now, but wait so he can do it real nice.
So what do you do when you're here alone, Mom?
Cry. I don't cry all the time, but I cry a lot.
But when you're busy, what are you busy with?
I don't watch TV that much. I read the paper, of course. I miss. Hey, where's the paper today? I read the paper. I'm invited by Oma over there sometimes for a wine, or I'm invited to the aquí, Nuevos. Sometimes I sit here alone and earlier I have tea, and then later on I'll have maybe some whatever I have. And I cry. Not all the time, but depends on what mood I'm in. I cry. A lot of memories.
Is that what you do? You sit down and remember? You sit down and remember all your memories?
Oh! Darn it. Did I tell you that I had this girl and her husband that came over? They were from back home, Zamuras, near Segundo. And I wrote it down and I can't find it. I hope I didn't throw it away. And they came, I invited them. They came over and met them. She was a little girl, much younger than me. And her mother used to dress her like a doll, and she gave her dancing lessons. So she used to dance at weddings and at programs. And so they came yesterday, she and her husband. Some of my friends say her and her husband. Back home, my sister says her and her husband. I don't mean to be the pig, but I'm subverting. But I can't stand that her and her husband. She and her husband. And we had wine. The three of them, they live down this way, ¿cómo se llama para allá? Outside of Denver. What's that town out there? Anyway.
West Denver.
Straight out of here, outside of Denver, just outside of Denver. And so that's where they live. And they came to see me. She was a dancer. She danced at weddings and all that, and they knew her, and her mother would make beautiful dresses for her. Well, she's close to the grandma now, and her husband came with her. And she said, yo me acuerdo mucho, Lola, you know, there's still someone calling her. Que cómo bailabas tú, así tú también, no, she said, pero yo estaba chiquita, bailaba para parties. Pero tú bailabas with men, you know, young men. Bailabas mucho, yo me sentaba y te veía. Muy bonito bailabas. Le dije, no quiero llorar, pero sí, those were wonderful days, le dije. Oh, she speaks English. She's from back home. I wish you could.
She remembers you?
Huh?
She remembers you?
Oh, yeah. You know who I'm missing? Comadre Johnny and Comadre Rose.
Do they ever come up?
No. No, they don't call anymore. Nada. And I wanted to go down there. Everything is different. It's a shame. You don't want to meet Oma. She's got 2 sons.
I know. Oh, I know.
You know. Sure you know what's his name.
Don.
Yeah, right.
I found out he's in Washington now.
Ya hace mucho que no viene.
Ya no vive aquí.
No. Y el otro hijo tampoco. But she's been a great neighbor to me. Estos son nuevos, pero muy despegosos. Estos tampoco. Across the street a little bit. You know what my across the street neighbor told me, and it annoyed me. Why was I walking out? Can you imagine? I think it's the first time I've done it in 5 years. Decided just for a little walk, so long. Nothing on TV, and I'll read the paper later, whatever. She comes out and says, what are you doing out there? It was around about, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Honey, when I make my will, who's going to help me? If I already made it or didn't make it?
You made it already.
Eh?
You made it already.
Does that last?
Yeah. Unless you want to change it. Yeah, it lasts.
That way. Doesn't wear out. You know what?
No.
Someday you're not going to find it, you know.
No, it's well put away.
And so your brother Phil, ¿qué dice? What's he tell you about me?
Well, I talked to him today, and he said that you went to the doctors, and that basically, you know, you have arthritis in terms of.
They're good to me, very good to me. They're happy. But once in a while, he's very, como se dice, impatient. Patient with me. See, I want to get somebody to trim this for me before Ronnie comes. But I don't know who. I don't think Flavio knows how to do it.
Why don't you ask him?
Huh?
Why don't you ask him?
Yeah. If somebody said if you have somebody do that for you, make sure they have the aparato that does that kind of work.
Yeah, there's a special.
Eh?
There's something special to trim it.
And when am I going to see my babysitas?
Fairly soon. You know, they're off. They're out of school now. This week.
You have your own house now or no?
Yeah.
Like Dad used to say, what's on the agenda for you guys? What you planning on any trips anytime this year?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we are. We're gonna probably first part of July go over to.
Dale?
No, go over to see Sue's parents. Oh, did I tell you Maya's going to Spain?
Huh?
Maya's going to Spain.
Going to Spain?
She's going to go to Spain.
Maya, when?
In about 2 weeks.
With who?
Solita.
How come she's going to go so long?
She's got some friends
School?
over there. No.
Oh,
Just
friends in Spain?
Yeah.
You know, but how old is she now?
13.
You know, I want to tell you something. Huh?
13.
I want to tell you something. I thought about it in the kitchen today or yesterday, I forget when. But remind me. I just lost track of the grandchildren's birthdays, she told her, but remind me. And I said, does Phil, you know what? I think Phil has my checkbook. He doesn't trust me. You better bring it, because I want to give the baby some money that se ha pasado and I haven't done it. I better get it from Phil. I think he has it. When did you see Phil, by the way?
Oh, every once in a while. Every 2-3 weeks, I might see him.
And you live, what is your address?
It's way up north in Lafayette.
Sí, pero cerca de donde vive. That's not where you, still where you moved that time that people helped you?
Yeah.
That's the same house, that
Same
new
place,
house with
yeah.
the nice flooring?
Right.
When Ronnie comes, we want to go.
Definitely.
And then I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll take some food to help you. And some wine. ¿Cuándo viene? Does he say?
Yeah, about the 10th of July. 10th or 11th of July.
Oh, because
And we're about the 10th. Let's see, no, today's the 8th of June, so it's about a month from now.
See, I want to be careful with that because I'm going to Trinidad. Quieren que vaya con ellos because they want to see Nashville, meet them. So I want to check that.
It's not the same date.
Huh?
Check and see it's not the same date.
No?
You don't want to go to the same date. It's when
That's what I mean. I better
they
double
are
check.
wrong.
A ver cuándo van para no meter la pata. So you like my flowers, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Pero este muchacho, mira, yo pensé que comenzó muy bien y luego dejó. No saca las hierbas. Yo he sacado muchas hierbas yo sola.
See, look at that little
That's
squirrel.
crummy. Huh?
See that squirrel?
Huh?
See that squirrel over there?
Oh, wait.
On the tree? The fire tree? Move over this way more.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, right. And then I want him to clean it, but I want him to wait, not do it too soon. Honey, are you hungry? You want a bite to eat?
No. Yep. No.
What?
You can stop, Mom.
Mom, it's not get panicky here just because you got a camera going. Okay, well, let's just.
Did he take it already?
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
he's
it, Mom.
taking
I
it.
took it
Gee,
already.
that was fast.
No, it was fast. Boy, Ron, why don't you begin?
Well, we had some interviews before
Yeah.
that we did, and we talked about what was the name of your teacher up the Stonewall Chad? Do you remember his name? The one that used to like you?
Mr. Romero?
Like to brush your hair?
Oh, I remember. I remember Mr. Romero from Sarcillo was our teacher also. What was his first name?
I was there. What was it? Was it Raimundo?
No, Mr. Can you imagine I'm forgetting? Mr.
How many were there in your class?
Oh, 35.
For how many grades in that 35?
Eh?
How many grades did that represent?
I think all of them, except high school.
Up through like 6th grade or something?
Yeah, I guess, yes, so we have to be up a while. I don't know about 9.
Yeah.
8, I think, was the last.
What was your mother's father's full name? Do you remember that?
My grandfather,
Yeah. It was Lopez.
Melquiades Ortiz,
Ortiz.
O-R-T-I-Z.
5 letters.
Ortiz.
Melquiades Ortiz. And my grandmother, my mother's mother?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dolores.
Maria Dolores, I think.
Your favorite name, huh?
Yeah, but I had a cousin that was older than me, And she should have had it. Why me?
Well, why did I get Ron? That's not my favorite name either, Mother.
No, but mine was we first cousin who had one grandmother.
But your name isn't Payne.
That's true. What is your mother's mother's maiden name?
Chacon.
Chacon.
I remember a little bit, don't I?
Do you actually remember them?
Oh, the Chacons are still around
Do you
somewhere.
remember your maternal grandparents? Your parents from your mother's side?
I only remember Grandpa Ortiz, yes, because my grandma Dolores died and my grandpa was viudo. So then he married my stepfather's viuda mother. See, my stepfather's father died, and so the mother was viuda, and my grandpa was viudo, so se casó con ella for the second time. That was my stepfather's mother.
Oh, wow.
Got that right.
Stepfather's mother.
So she was Salazar by married. Is that right? Your grandma
Yeah, I think
married
so.
your grandfather.
Grandpa, yeah,
What was his name? Melquiados?
I think so.
Malcriados.
Melquiades.
Melquiades. I didn't say Malcriados.
Melquiades.
That's you're making that up.
Melquiades.
Melquiades. What,
Okay, it's one of these
My
signs
grandma-
line says applause or laugh.
Wait, let me have a little bit here.
what about the, did he have any brothers or sisters? Your grandfather on your mother's side?
I think Uncle Nash would remember more than I. I think
You
Dad.
don't remember any granduncles or grandaunts or anything?
Well, uncles, yes. My mother's brothers.
Well, your mother brothers, no. Just
Your
thinking more
brothers,
about your,
uncles and aunts.
Oh, uncles and aunts. Yes, but I've forgotten that years ago. Years ago.
well, how about your mother's brothers then, and sisters?
Uncle, they call it. His name was Jose Maria. Everybody called him J.M. Ortiz. Jose Maria Ortiz was my mother's oldest. I think he was the oldest of the family, older than my mother.
Okay, what happened to him?
He died. They moved to New Mexico, and I think he died in Roswell, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, back to your recollection of your mother's brothers and sisters and your mother herself. What percent did they speak in Spanish and what percent in English? I mean, just ballpark.
They,
have a
well, they spoke
sense of that?
as a family or together, and when
Yeah,
they're together,
yeah.
Spanish.
Clearly.
Yeah, but they knew English. But when they're together themselves, in those days they spoke Spanish.
And their English, was it passable or?
Oh, you bet.
I mean, it
Se
was-
criaron con los gringos esos de ahí de Stonewall. With the,
There was no accent. There was no accent with their English.
I don't remember the
How about your mother?
my mother. She used to hesitate, but I don't think it was that bad, broken.
But it wasn't fluent.
She didn't know.
tampoco.
She didn't. Not as well as we do.
You're sort of like Ignacita, right? I mean, that kind of
Oh no,
English.
she was better.
She spoke better English than
Oh
Ignacita?
yeah, you bet. Because my mother se crió con los gringos y Ignacita no. Se crió ahí con los en Saltillo, with some of the other Spanish people that have been speaking.
Let me ask you a question. You know, you were, I think, 20 years old when your mother died. About that, right?
I was a little bit younger than that.
Okay, 19.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. Yeah, I think you were 19. You're right. My question is, overall, how would you describe yours and your mother's relationship with each other? I mean, in terms of personality, in terms of what you did together, didn't do together,
Oh, that's a
what
long.
you talked about.
I remember some of it.
Yeah, well, just share with us what you remember.
Some wasn't very good. Not that bad, but well, oh golly, I have so many memories. Memories like in Stonewall when we lived in Stonewall.
Mhm.
Well, the big days that we had was La Función, the celebration of the Función, Función of the celebrated, what is it, Santo? Santo,
Hey, we're talking to you, Ron Roybal.
los santos, when they have la Función, de no sé qué, and
Los
it was
Santos.
held in the hill the Catholic Church, and then a dance in the afternoon, big deal, celebrating
This is the authority of Saint
Santo
Days here. We're going to hear from.
Santo es al año, there in
What month?
Dear Lord, you guys should ask me so I can have it ready. I can get it, but right now,
Is it in the summer or in the winter?
I think it was like you never knew in between. Not winter. No, I don't remember winter. More summer, I think I would say.
We don't want to get too exact and make it easy for you, Ron. You understand that?
San Isidro.
San Isidro. Ron,
San Isidro.
what's that?
Maybe it's in September.
No, well, yeah, I really, frankly.
Huh?
Talk to your boss.
You know what?
Ronnie had you one chance. We will not refer to you anymore.
Well, she said
And it's on tape.
between summer and winter. I just took a guess.
No, it was
Between summer and winter, you figure fall. Is that it?
I remember in winter, but you never know, it might be raining or it might be the beginning of September. It fell in different times.
Is he the saint of like farmers?
How do you say that in Spanish?
Farmers?
Santo de los
Obreros.
obreros.
That's workers.
No. San Isidro, I don't know who San Isidro is and what his Spanish
I
celebrated.
think
I
that
think it's more like in better weather. I don't remember us going with heavy coats and all that.
Somewhere along the line, the question got lost.
I think it was in May. I think
Yeah, can somebody react the question again?
I think
7 minutes
mostly,
ago, I recall the question vaguely.
I think more or less May and June por ahí.
Mom, no more evasiveness here. The question was, how did you and your mother get along?
We get along.
You started to answer that.
Well,
You said you had some good
I
times.
can tell you,
There's some good times and bad times.
because I was the oldest. Can I get off the subject a little bit while I'm telling you this?
Mhm.
Like I was the oldest, and Nash was next, and so on. Then my father died, my mother remarried, you know that, and then they had 6 more children. So I was the one that had to help quitarle el pañal al niño, saca al niño que está llorando mucho a pasear, shape the crib so he would go to sleep. So I would be mad after a while because all the kids were playing and I couldn't because I had to do all of that. And my brother didn't do it, that I remember. So, but, I never talked back to my mother. You kidding me? No way. But she used to, tenía una idea que me ponía estas.
Were you there? So that
She,
knuckled you in the
she
head?
didn't injure me, but me hacía algo, you know what I mean? I think my hair is the one that suffered the most. But she wasn't what you call cruel, no. Once in a while she'd get mad at me. Es que esta sola piensa en andar brincando el cabresto. No puede hacer aquí lo que uno le dice porque anda brincando el cabresto. Jumping rope. And only jump rope when the babies were asleep because once they woke up, I had it.
What about Nash? How did she treat Nash?
Oh, Nash was her. Of all the children she had, I'm sorry to say, she loved us all. You knew that. But her favorite was Nash. I don't know why.
How does she manifest that? How does she show it?
Well, it was so there that sometimes she'd give him a little bit of a piece of whatever, or half an apple. She'd get half and we'd get the other 2 or 3 hours the other half, or whatever.
You really remember that, huh?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That is.
Do you ever
She
remember feeling
worked.
hurt and really, just really
No,
hurt?
no.
Just like-
When I got a little bit older, I noticed it more. But when I was younger, I just figured that's the way it had to be done or whatever. Con más que sí, cuando nos pegaban, she hardly ever hit Nash. Pero a mí en veces me daba unos
But did she ever hit you like with
pasos.
the belt or?
Huh?
Did she ever hit you with the belt or hit you in the face or anything like that?
No. With the belt, no, con la mano.
Pero a la cara.
La cabeza.
Did she ever slap you?
Little bit. Nothing bad.
And
No.
what would she be mad at you? Give us an example of what you would do that should make her. angry.
She'd say some of the ones I remember. No dishwashers. Te dije que vinieras a lavar los trastes, no la loza. Los trastes. Y anda brincando allá afuera y no vienes a acabar. Ven a acabar aquí tu negocio. Y después vas a brincar.
And so
But I love my mother. Huh? Well, what?
and so you came and did it.
Oh, I better. You bet. Yo le ayudé a mamá a criar como 3 niños. Y luego a la escuela, I love school. Oh, muchas veces dice, hoy no voy a ir a la escuela porque hay que lavar pañales o hay que hacer esto o hay que hacer lo otro. Pero íbamos a jugar hoy, no sé qué son game. No, pues no importa, hay otra vez.
What were you good in school at, Mom? What subjects?
Huh?
What were you good at in school? What were your favorite
Oh my
subjects?
goodness! If some people are still living, they'll tell you. I don't know how I got so dumb, but I was really something. Spelling, I know, teacher, I know. All right, you already spelled. Now let's do the others. Spelling and arithmetic, but don't give me geography and history because I forget it. Spelling and what did I say?
Arithmetic.
And arithmetic, no me ganaban para nada.
How about geography?
No, none of those.
No.
No way.
history?
My memory used to leave me. I didn't know. I was interested in that, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody forgets that. History and geography.
Really? I know.
Don't
Senora.
they?
What else do you want to know?
Well, I want you to say a little bit about how you and your mother did have a good relationship. In what ways did
At
you
the
interact that?
No, that was a car. Horn.
I'll tell you one thing, though. She made me beautiful dresses. La función era en el mayo. I forget what it is.
San Isidro.
San Isidro, eso, mero, Vigil Plaza. Boy, those was the number one, porque había baile en la tarde, baile en la noche,
Does she make you
la
dress?
misa. Oh, yes, she could sew. Oh, could she sew? And I can't even sew a straight line.
Maybe they were celebrating Cinco de Mayo.
No.
No, I doubt
No,
it.
era como San Isidro. Todavía, I think they still celebrate it. The church really still up.
Mom, I want to pursue this some more. Do you ever recollect, do you ever remember just you and your mom, the two of you alone, and maybe when you were a little older, like 10, 11, 12, 13, sitting down and talking to each other about things of interest?
Not my mother.
You never recall like
No.
a conversation between the two of you?
Not like that, no. No, she was too busy with the children and too busy this and too busy that.
Did she ever tell you, did she ever give you verbal cariñismos, you know, verbally tell you she
No.
said
No.
something she
No.
liked about you or she loved you?
No, but she didn't say it, but she did show it without words.
Like how?
Well,
Give us some examples.
people would say, mira estos arabitos, mira, que, and they turned to me and said, la Lola, I think that name, la Lola va a ser una muchacha muy bonita.
Your mother would say that?
No,
Oh,
whoever
other
was
people.
visiting there, somebody she knew of, aunts or whatever, va a ser una mujercita or something muy bonita, porque mira, one thing that I swear to God, I had, if nothing else, I had very nice hair, I did. Because the teachers, somebody maybe still alive will tell you, we had man teachers for a while in Vigil, and I think I was the only one with that color of hair, because siempre andaba así. Y una vez a cousin of mine said, ¿qué es ese maestro? Ese maestro no me gusta que siempre te anda agasajando, se te está tocando. I was just a little girl, tocando y todo. What does you want me to do? He said, ¿por qué no viene? Pues no vas a estar contigo.
so when people said that, what
He,
did your mother say?
well, he liked my hair. I don't mean he liked, I was just 8 or 9 or 7, not 7. But my hair is what he liked. I don't know why, but they say, everybody said I had beautiful hair. And look at it now.
How big a house did you all live in, Mom?
Oh, a big house.
How many
See,
bedrooms?
Grandpa, first you have to start with Grandpa Ortiz. He was the king of the river. It was the Mercado Ortiz. He had cattle, he had horses, he had buggies, he had wagons. And he married like 3 or 4 times. And he danced in cuadrillas and all that stuff. Con música todo el día y la noche hasta las 3 de la mañana. Okay, then Mama Lola, my mother's mother, my real grandmother, died. And he remarried. Then he married my stepfather's mother. She became a widow. He married her, second time marriage. Then she died, and he married my Aunt Alice and this young mother at the time. I mean, it's now joven, mi madrina. Simodosea Vigil, ya de Torres, Tercio. She was a Vigil, no relation of to Grandpa. And so he married 3, 4 times. How many times I count?
Did you have your own room, or did you share it with your brother?
No, I had my room.
Your own room?
Yeah, because I had my brother Emilio, the first one from Alejandro,
Uh-huh.
stepfather, and Nash sleep in one room, and I sleep in another. They gave me, there was the cutest little room, and I was so glad they gave it to me, and that's where I slept. I had my little closet.
What did you have in your room? I mean, when you were like a...
Well, I wanted so badly a little trunk of my own. I had seen a little trunk somewhere, and I didn't have one. So finally they got me one. I had my little trunk, never happened to that, in my single bed, what do you call it, for one person, you know this. And that was it. And pictures, I don't remember pictures. What a life, you know, that's 2,000 years ago. But I'll tell you one thing that I love to say, but that's later, when I was a teenager. Oh, and then later when I met your dad, I don't know, those days.
When do you first have a recollection of liking a boy?